By any measure, Stephen Hawking's life was incredible, even more so because in the 1960s he was diagnosed with ALS, or motor neurone disease.
Comfort her, honour and protect her, and forsaking all other, be faithful to her.
Breaking news in the world of Hollywood. An American icon, comic books, has passed away. Marvel Comics co-creator Stan Lee, the brains behind Spider-Man.
Hey, how's it going, you guys? I'm Landon Dowlatsingh, and welcome back to another most amazing top 10 video. So 2018 has been a roller coaster, and that for sure is an understatement. We've seen our fair share of amazing things, but we've also lost a lot of important people. So buckle up and let's take a look at the top 10 most searched things on Google 2018. So this is like the year in a wrap up. Starting off this trending list in at number 10 with Kate Spade. She was a fashion designer who launched her own handbag line back in the early 1990s. Since her initial launch date, her company has expanded, and her products can be found in a ton of high-end stores. Despite all of her success, Kate Spade was battling with her own personal issues. She was actually found dead by her housekeeper on June 5th, 2018. Upon investigation, her death was ruled as a suicide by hanging, and police reported that she had left a note addressed to her daughter.
Many admirers of Kate Spade are struggling to understand the dark and tragic end to her life, so unlike the vibrant creations that made her a fashion icon.
Her husband released a statement saying that she was dealing with depression and also anxiety, so this tragic death just goes to show you that you can't judge a book by its cover. You can have all the money in the world, it doesn't make you happy. Even though Kate Spade was highly successful, she was battling with her own demons. If you are someone you know is struggling with depression or any other issues and you want to talk to someone, I urge you guys to call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. The links for that will be in the description below, and just know that you're not alone. And there is a light at the end of the tunnel, things will get better. The iconic theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking, well, he breaks onto this list at number 9. Stephen Hawking was a genius who was known for his groundbreaking work with black holes and relativity. He was truly an inspiration because he continued to break down barriers and accomplish so much in his lifetime despite being diagnosed with ALS. This disease caused him to gradually become paralyzed, and he even lost his ability to speak, but he was still able to communicate through a speech generating device. But despite all of that, he jumped over many hurdles in his life and he defied the odds. He lived a very fulfilling life. Sadly, he passed away on March 14th, 2018 at the age of 76 years old. But his memory will live on forever.
So remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. Try to make sense of what you see, and wonder about what makes the universe exist. Be curious. And however difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at.
XXXTENTACION brings us to number 8. This young rapper was shot and killed in Florida back in June at the age of 20 years old. During the time of his death, harsh rumors began to circulate and he was accused of domestic abuse charges against his pregnant girlfriend. But despite all the negative publicity, XXX really made his mark on the hip-hop industry by using unconventional music styles, and his lyrics were controversial but also groundbreaking. I have a lot of respect for him, and as an artist, he was highly successful in the music industry.
So I just wanted to say I appreciate and love all of you, and I believe in you all. Do not let your depression make you. Do not let your body define your soul. Let your soul define your body.
One of the most influential chefs brings us to number 7. Anthony Bourdain was a very popular celebrity chef. He was also an author and a TV personality, and he was considered to be one of the best chefs in the entire world. He had so much success and fortune, so when it was discovered that he had committed suicide, the world was in total shock. On June 8, 2018, he was working on a television episode, but he was found dead after he committed suicide by hanging.
We have some terribly sad news to report this morning. Heartbreaking and devastating. World-renowned chef, best-selling author, award-winning host of Parts Unknown, and our friend, Anthony Bourdain, has died. The last 5 years on CNN, Tony traveled the globe doing what he loved most, uncovering little-known places, exploring food, and celebrating life and diverse cultures.
He was just 17 days away from celebrating his 62nd birthday, and although he seemed to have it all, and people thought that he'd be the last person to do something like this, he was struggling with extreme depression. So yeah, 2018 was a very tragic year for celebrities taking their own lives, but this just goes to show you that anyone can have dark thoughts, and that's why it is very important to talk and support one another. The Duchess of Sussex takes us to number 6. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry took the internet by storm this year. People all over the internet flooded Google by searching keywords about the royal wedding. They were looking for answers about their baby and also her clothing style.
I, Meghan, take you, Harry,
I, Meghan, take you, Harry,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
Meghan Markle was the most searched person this year around the world. Yeah, I'd say Meghan Markle had a pretty eventful year. She became royalty, got married to Prince Harry, became the Duchess of Sussex, and announced her pregnancy. How did she accomplish so much in 2018? I mean, I'm still trying to get my life together. The Marvel blockbuster hit The Black Panther pounces its way onto this list at number 5.
What happens now determines what happens to the rest of the world.
Honestly, you guys, this movie is so good. Have you seen it? And I'm not just saying it. If you haven't seen it yet, what is wrong with you? Are you guys living underneath a rock? Okay, all jokes aside, it's a pretty epic movie about a young king who needs to defend his home, Wakanda, and also the rest of the world by releasing the power of the Black Panther to defeat his enemies. It's actually the 9th highest grossing movie of all time, which is super impressive. Stan Lee brings us to number 4 on our list. 2018 was a tough year because we lost a lot of iconic celebrities who have made a huge impact on our world. Stan Lee was no exception to that. I think it's safe to say that Hollywood would be a totally different industry if Stan Lee didn't exist. I mean, just think about it. We wouldn't have characters like Iron Man, Thor, Spider-Man, Black Panther, and the Fantastic Four. Sometimes he would have an artist draw up something and then Stan Lee would finish the dialogue of the comic. This became known as the Marvel method. I think Marvel comics stand out from the rest because his superheroes were relatable and they were more human. I think he was a brilliant man and his legacy will live on for generations to come.
Even if they have superpower, they have to be believable. What they do has to be what any normal person would do in those situations.
Number 3, we're talking about the iconic rapper Mac Miller. Malcolm McCormick. He was a super successful American rapper and record producer. But sadly, in the morning of September 7, 2018, he was found unresponsive in his home. Once the EMS arrived, they pronounced him dead at the scene, and once an autopsy was done, it was determined that his death was caused by an accidental drug overdose. He had fentanyl, cocaine, and ethanol. Those were all found in his system, and he was only 26 years old. Or should I say 26 years young. Moving into number 2, we have Avicii. He was a highly successful Swedish musician, DJ, and a record producer. He was just 16 years old when he started to post his remixes onto electric music forums, which led him to landing his first ever record deal. Avicii hit international success in 2011 when he released his first single, Levels. He continued to release hit after hit, but he retired from touring in 2016 due to him suffering from a mental health problem and high stress. And sadly this year, he was found dead on April 20th after he committed suicide. And now in at our number 1 spot for the top 10 most searched things on Google in 2018, we're talking about the World Cup. Yeah, in case you've forgotten, we've had the World Cup this year. The 21st World Cup took place in Russia from June 14th to July 15th, and it was the first World Cup that was held in Eastern Europe. Oh, and did I mention that it was also the most expensive World Cup, costing $14.2 billion? The final match was between France and Croatia. And in case you guys forgot, France won the World Cup 4-2. So this was their second World Cup victory. Well, there you guys have it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next most amazing top 10 video.